Hi folks, it's RJ, and I just want to give you a heads up before the episode begins that the first half of the episode, starting at about a half hour in, and until the mid-episode break, there's various spots of bad static that muffled some of the session audio, and throughout the whole episode, there are quick little spikes of static at random moments. Harrison and I have done our best to remove and reduce all of these, although in the sections with the bad static, it did come at the cost of some audio clarity. Fortunately, this seems to have been an isolated incident, as I have already skimmed through the next recording we made and found zero audio issues. Apologies for the audio issues in this episode, and I hope you still enjoy episode 23 of the Vassanoka Adventures.
The party is waking up in the town of Suma on the Sylvan River, just north of New Hylyr, and you guys are staying in the inn in town. Ben, get up! Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard you as I was already out.
What is that racket?
Goddamn rooster!
It is the sound of waking up.
Ugh.
Good morning, my liege.
I prefer to wake up to much different sounds.
I see Raven is up as well.
Raven, would you like to ride in my pack today, or will you be turning back into a full-sized creature?
Squeak, squeak.
There's no cut off of that sort of language here.
The party all gets up. Good morning, all.
Morning.
Well, what do you say we get a bite to eat before we head out?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Some eggs and bakey.
Wakey.
Hash browns?
You're asking for a lot.
American fries. It's American fries. It's cut up potatoes.
You got some potatoes.
Fried in a pan.
Yeah.
Samwise Gamgee has entered the chat.
Or just like a full English breakfast would be good, too.
You want beans?
Well, then I'll skip.
Beans?
Oh, skip the beans.
Cold beans!
I could mess up some beans for breakfast.
I'm just thinking about a can of beans on its side.
Jeez.
Alright. So, breakfast was part of your tab, or part of the stay. So, you saddle up, you go to the stables, get your horses, and...
Who's got the coconuts?
Where do you say we're heading to today?
Well, we reached the river. We know that the destination is on the river. Do we want to acquire some vessels, or do we want to travel by horse?
I do not see why we would need to get a water vessel. I mean, I understand it would probably be a little faster and give our horses more rest.
Yeah, potentially safer, too.
But I mean, look, I don't see any watercraft.
Well, you wouldn't see any watercraft until we are by the waterbed.
Perhaps if you roll a perception check.
I know, right? He's making some deep assumptions over there.
Perhaps we should head down to the docks and see what we can find.
I rolled a 1, so Raven's drinking water out of the river and not looking up.
Krohl rolled a 10.
Yes.
Krohl's still my worst character when it comes to perception.
Yes, my liege.
19.
20, fucker.
Whoa!
Oh, that's your liege you're talking to. You better watch yourself.
Fucking violent.
Upstaging ass motherfucker. Ugh. You know I wasted my one good roll of the day on nothing now.
Isn't that how it always goes, though?
Alright, as the party packs up in the stables and heads out towards the river at the edge of town, they are greeted by Sana, who walks with them down to the river. At the docks, you do see a couple of fishing boats tied up and a couple of different vessels, and there is a shack kind of down the street a little ways from where you are right now that looks like it might be some sort of rental shop.
Alright, fine. So I was wrong.
Wouldn't be the first time. Let's head on in to see who's here.
Krohl walks towards the shack.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Let me in! Open the store, let me in!
He literally
You have no right to lock
he
the
literally
door.
just goes boom boom. Alright, anyone in there? We're here to rent the boat.
A large window slides up next to the door, and behind it is a half-elf. What could I get for you today?
We need some transportation for some companions of mine and some horses. Yeah, barge big enough on this river?
We do have a flatboat that could probably accommodate you all.
Excellent. We'd like to rent it.
We're going on a boat?
And where will your destination be?
New Hylyr.
Very well. Let me fill out the proper paperwork.
Excellent.
And he turns around and you see a large shelf of different pieces of paper, and he grabs one, and another one, lays it down, starts doing writing, a couple of different stamps he pulls out, all this proper clerical work, and then finally turns it around. And who will be paying and signing?
Krohl kind of turns to Llew. So we're putting this on your father's credit, right? I mean, I can cover it if we have to, but...
Yes, and what will the charge be for this charter?
Well, you're heading to New Hylyr, so it will be 250 here, and upon arrival and return of the vessel, you will receive 175 in return.
Seems reasonable, I guess.
So we have to bring the boat back then.
I believe there's another station in New Hylyr that we deposit
Exactly.
boats at.
How do you get it back upriver?
That is none of your business how our business works.
Okay. That's rather aggressive.
We're
but
entering
okay.
into an agreement here where you give me an amount of money up front.
Monty.
There we go.
Amount of money up front, and upon return of our property, you will, in return, receive funds back.
Very well. So what you are telling me is that the net cost is 75 gold.
Very astute.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I believe that this is acceptable, and this will be able to accommodate all of my companions and their horses.
Yes.
I'll give them 75 gold pieces. Or no, 250. Yeah.
You look at his hand.
You just give him 75, he looks at you. Did you fucking listen to me?
And I'm going to need some sort of notary here, and once again here.
For all of the notaries, Llew,
He's got the ring and the wax.
yeah, does the wax and the signet ring.
Ah,
You're a prince.
Royalty.
from the royal crest of Westport, I do believe.
I got to charge you double.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Yes, you are very astute, sir.
Well, and he's going to pick it up, and you see that underneath there's like a carbon copy paper that he takes, and well, with that, I will need something on this page as well.
I'm sorry. Do we live in a world where carbon copy has been invented?
Why would not?
It's a fantasy world. Just go with it.
There's elevators. Or should I say lifts?
They're lifts
I
and
thought they were
lowers.
lowers.
Mowers, yeah.
We established this quite painfully in my campaign.
Painfully. I don't remember being painful. I don't remember.
Maybe not for you.
Sir,
You might want to read it before you sign.
Now what's he signing?
this is...
It's a copy of the original Krohl. Yes. Stamp those as well.
Very well. And he'll take that one and file it away, and then hand you the other one. Very well. And he's going to, out of the back of the shack, you see him walk out. There's a small dock, and he has some sort of reflective thing that he kind of shines. And a moment later, you see a boat kind of floating down the river.
Oh.
It's like an amusement park ride.
Click, 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 click.
All right, everyone. Ready yourselves to depart. I believe our boat is incoming shortly.
Oh, very well. You were able to secure us a vessel.
Indeed.
Yeah, where the fuck were you at the whole time, Rackle?
Well, they were the only ones that walked up to the shack.
Let's say, yeah, it was only me and
Everybody else was just standing in a group,
Oh,
chilling
gotcha.
by the docks.
Okay.
Yes.
Get with it there, Ben.
No.
Yes, indeed. We have acquired a vessel that can accommodate both us and our horses.
I think I'm gonna take you up on that offer of sleeping in your bag.
Very well. Go right ahead. There's a nice bag of peanuts in there if you get hungry.
Okay, it'll probably be better for all of us if I do.
Why? Are you going to throw up on deck if you don't?
I might.
Well, great. You guys got yourself a vessel and the new Hylyr. So I'll see you guys there. Next time you'll see me be at McFinley's. And as she turns and kind of walks away, she's like, "My name will be Sarah," and turns into an eagle and flies off.
I don't know why she's going to be Sarah there, but I hope McFinley's is a bar.
I feel like she probably has some history with New Hylyr.
No, it's definitely a whorehouse.
And not good history.
Is anybody good at sailing?
I assume we have a captain for the boat.
Well, that's what I kind of assumed.
Super wrong.
Well, shit.
As this boat is floating up to the
Luckily
dock,
for you, in Ben's visage.
someone takes up to the dock and ties it off, and then steps off onto the dock and says, "Here you go." And
Krohl
hands you a large pole that's used for navigating.
I got this. I'm sure it's easy enough.
No, I shall take that.
Listen here, little man. I said I got this.
Krohl.
Suddenly, Krohl is punched in the face.
By a Goliath.
And Gwendolyn is going to
I
take
wanna
a good
see an
strong
attack roll.
grasp on that. 15.
Barely, but yes.
Oh! Anyway, I sucker punch you and grab the thing.
Very good. I suppose... What did you say your name was
Shut
again?
up. I don't.
You're so fucking lucky.
I-
You have no idea.
I do not want to hear you talk to me,
Whoa, what's your name again?
Gwendolyn.
Well, nice to meet you, Gwendolyn.
The feeling is mutual.
This is strange.
Except Sylpher has met Gwendolyn before. Because Sylpher turned into a parrot last time.
No one likes Gwendolyn.
Bam! I remember shit.
Yes, she's got the pole now.
Yep. Get on the boat, you landlubbers, now!
I'm already on the boat, you whore.
She gives him a very steely look.
He ain't scared of her. He's already up dead.
You see a nose stick out from Lew's backpack, and you hear somebody yelling at somebody, and you can see it like snap back into place and then stick back out again.
Oh, this should be
Eating a
fun.
peanut.
4 of us, 4 horses, 1
I said
boat.
I did not want to hear you talk. It is not a request.
Oh, if it's not a request, then I suppose I can keep talking. Or perhaps a tune, a song.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, perhaps a sailing shanty.
She's gonna shove a short sword into Rackle's leg.
She can try.
Krohl might kill her. Krohl
Just call me
may
the
very
chaotic
well do it.
Math, 14.
That will not hit.
Okay.
Gwendolyn pulls the short sword from her hip and attempts to make a slash at Rackle's feet, but he jumps over the blade, and she now is kind of off balance, and he just kind of pushes her a little bit back.
Fair.
I kind of imagine he does that jump, splits, lands, shoves kind of comically.
Well, no need for violence. He's going to pull out his guitar and start strumming, and he's going to give Gwendolyn a bardic inspiration die.
Yes, Ben, or Gwendolyn, I should say. Control yourself.
Sure, micro penis.
Hostility.
With that, the rat goes full Firbolg height and just grabs her, flips her over with one leg, and just holds her up.
Not amused.
Do I have to do a strength check?
No.
No?
It just happens.
Just does it.
Well, I'm not amused either. You're just causing a whole bunch of shit. How about you get the ship fucking moving? I want to get downstream before I start puking my guts off. We got that?
Ben may not survive this campaign.
I think that's Gwendolyn.
Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
She just punches Gwendolyn in the face.
She continues to laugh.
For bludgeoning.
I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch. What about a 15?
Damage? It's a lot of damage.
No.
He's talking about another attack. Right?
Oh,
He's attacking
yeah,
you again.
that'll hit. Yeah.
So that's 6 damage.
She spits out blood and laughs a little bit more.
Oh, for
Is this going to be an issue?
just put her down and let her do her thing and ignore her. What do you
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, nat 20 what?
So 7 plus 6, that's 13 damage.
She coughs up some more blood and then laughs a little bit.
Lou, are you going to do
And
something?
says, I'm not intimidated by someone that can't even hold in their stomach
Enough!
on the water.
Enough! Raven,
You sure you don't want me to break her skull?
I'm very sure.
Because I fucking could.
Put her down.
She
Drop
doesn't.
her. Drop her.
He doesn't put her down. She doesn't put her down. She slams her on the deck
Perfect.
as hard as she can.
Why do you always play characters I want to kill?
Raven, go below deck and sort yourself out.
Is there a below?
I don't think there's a below deck. It's a flat deck. Go.
She goes over to the. She goes over to the front of the ship and just sits down in crisscross applesauce form and just mumbles to herself.
Crystal head kind of goes down and nudges you.
Oh, good old Crystal.
She's kind of an asshole, isn't she? Speech of Beast and Leaf.
Oh my God.
Are you casting speech?
No, it's a furbolg. It's a furbolg thing. Like I can talk to animals. They understand me, but they can't talk back to me.
Yeah, you ain't no Dr. Doolittle.
Gwendolyn,
Yeah.
could you please steer the boat without aggravating anyone?
Sure, if they're all man enough to not be aggravated.
Please just try to be the bigger person and contain yourself, and I will keep Raven in check. Just get us to New Hylyr and everything will be fine.
Fucking done with you. God fucking damn it, piece of shit.
We're not going to get to whatever you want to get to because we're just going to keep it.
Raven, I swear to the gods, if you do not keep yourself in line, I will push you off the boat.
You can fucking try.
Oh,
Try.
I will try right now if you do not calm down.
Right, everyone on ship?
As
dysfunctional thing.
Lou says this, Rackle's tune is going to change, and he's going to cast Ray of Tranquility on everyone and pacify everyone's emotions.
Is there a saving throw for that? Or does it just happen? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, you can make. I think it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, well, you're probably going to pacify Krohl, I can tell you that.
An 11.
17.
Wisdom, you said?
Yeah. Wisdom.
That's an 11.
Yeah.
So
Do
she's
we need
not.
to talk about your intelligence score over there, Ben?
No.
Yeah. that's
Raven just falls over and falls asleep.
That's a 21.
21.
She too angry. She fall over, falls asleep.
Wasted all my good rolls on things that mean nothing.
Just how I like it.
Krohl and Lou are unaffected by this Ray of Tranquility. However, it's a moot point, considering the people that were hostile have been pacified. Gwendolyn, roll a survival check. You have a bardic inspiration die if you'd like to use it.
You know, it's interesting. As much as I fucking hate the sound coming out of that damned man's instrument, I'm fine with it. It's weird. It's a D6.
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, Jesus.
No, D12.
D12?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it goes up as levels go up and whatever.
Okay, so... 17.
As this boat kind of spins around as there's commotion, finally as people are pacified, Gwendolyn takes hold of the rudder and, sticking it into the ground, gets direction with her at the back of the vessel and starts navigating for the day. Overall, pretty uneventful day. Just sailing along. If anyone would like to make a check for fishing or anything like that, maybe Gwendolyn wants to use an asset that she has.
That's the only thing I get for being Gwendolyn is proficiency in navigation tools. Double proficiency.
I'm talking a small flying creature with
yeah,
red
I forgot
scales.
Forgot about him.
Can do stuff
I love him so
like
much,
that.
I forgot about him.
If you love me, let me go.
Like this is chilling.
Alright.
Krohl's going to attempt to spear things with his trident, just for shits and giggles. What do you want me to roll?
Roll survival with disadvantage.
11.
Krohl is honestly just having a hard time finding any fish.
He's having fun, though.
Like, he's waiting, and then he sees something, and he's like, is that a fish? And then it's gone.
He's stabbed like 15 rocks this whole trip.
Your form is
And a
all
branch.
wrong, undead one.
Shut up, I didn't ask you.
You're going to want to arc your shoulder a little bit more.
How about you focus on steering?
Alright?
Why don't we show him how it's done?
Be my guest.
You're no fun.
I miss Ben.
That is basically the same. He'd be like, be my guest.
He's not quite as much an asshole.
Yes. That is true.
Sylpher is going to jump off the vessel and kind of swim around for a little while, flying up and diving in.
You gonna show him how it's done, huh?
Smack his head on a rock.
He's just floating dead in the water. Just kind of fish him out with the trident. Here you go.
Sylpher also is just having a hard time finding anything, having a ton of fun jumping in and out of the water. However, it doesn't seem like there's a ton of fish.
That means this river dead.
Annoying man. Take the helm for a second and I'll show them what they're not doing right.
Oh, I don't know if that's really my forte.
I didn't ask. Just keep the boat straight. And she's gonna spear.
Does she have the spear?
She's gonna take the bow out and use the antique arrow.
Okay.
Feels like cheating, but whatever.
I mean, all it does is it brings the arrow back.
Doesn't bring what's on the arrow back.
I guess that's finishing. Or nothing's coming back with the arrow.
10.
With a 10, there is one fish that she just barely catches it out of the corner of her eye on the edge of the river, and she notches her arrow and fires it, and she thinks she hits it, but unfortunately, she sees something keep floating downriver.
Well, you certainly showed me.
And she just turns around and goes back and takes back over navigating.
Oh, here you go. Oh, what a lovely day.
I didn't ask.
I'm just making an observation. Perhaps some games of dice later will put you in a better spirit.
And maybe a drink or two?
Perhaps.
The reason that she turned into a rat is because rats don't have a gag.
Vomit. Yeah. I've seen that Ratatouille meme, sir.
Lou's just chilling, just hanging out on the deck.
Krohl's just watching, keeping watch of the shoreline, whatever. Not much else to do.
Raven's fucking asleep.
Just sleeping all day.
She was so fucking angry that the only way that magic would work is if it just fucking put her to sleep.
Alright. Make good progress throughout the day.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Except on fishing, of course.
Yeah, we do.
The sun is starting to set. You see a nice little clearing where you could probably pull over and get the boat. Just pull it up onto the the shore if you wanted to stop for the evening, or keep going through the night, whatever you'd like to do.
Gwendolyn, how confident are you that you could navigate these waters through the night?
How confident are you that you could bag a whore at any location we stop at?
Very well then, we sail through the night.
She won't be alone. I mean, Krohl doesn't sleep, so if shit goes down, Kroll's always there.
Roll another survival check.
I love you, fucker. What's 6 plus 5 is 11.
Gwendolyn, you lied to me.
Well, and you're full of shit.
Doesn't matter, you won't live to tell the tale.
Dead men tell no tales, but they tell my tale. Oh,
So, how do we do with the 10?
It's an 11, sir.
11.
11, whatever.
Just better than average.
I get no respect.
Hey, listen, that 11's just better than average.
Yeah, I'm above average, bitch.
Barely.
As the sun is setting on the horizon, in the distance, Llew does a perception check.
Krohl is SpongeBob,
Yeah, he does.
and I'm Patrick. I'm the Flying Dutchman.
You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good.
14.
With 14, as everyone's settling down and Gwendolyn continues to steer on, Llew sees some sort of wake in the middle of the river coming towards you.
Like the whole river looks like it has a wake, or just one singular?
And there's just kind of like a single wake kind of moving through the river.
Krohl.
Yeah, what's up?
We might have some company.
What do you say? Hostile or...
I don't see there, that wake coming towards the boat.
Yes, I see it. Looks a bit unnatural, wouldn't you say?
Yes, the rest of the river is calm except for that point.
He pulls his trident out. Well, hopefully it's non-hostile and will be facing me. Hey, Gwendolyn, think you can get us around that wake without disturbing it?
It's behind you.
Never mind. I'm looking the wrong way. Does it look like it's coming towards us?
It does.
You mind picking the speed up there, Gwendolyn? We got some company behind us.
Bring them on, I say.
Well, I mean, me too.
A good fight is what we need.
Krohl, keep watching this. I will go wake the others.
Oh, he's watching. He's watching us.
You're earning your sea legs tonight, boys.
Raven! Rackle! Wake up! Wake up!
Yes, I was just starting to doze off.
We have something approaching the boat.
Why did you wake me up?
Because we might die, Raven.
Be a sea monster on these here rivers.
It is a wake approaching the boat at high speed. Ready yourself. And then I'm gonna run back to the back of the boat to be ready to go here.
And by the time Llew gets back from waking people up, it's just within range where you can start to make something out. And you see a figure of normal stature on some sort of plank.
That's not exactly what I was expecting. Looks like a person out there. All the easier to kill, I guess.
Stay on your guard.
Fire on the aft side, men.
The fuck are we supposed to be firing with?
Throw your spears. Throw an arrow. I don't give a fuck.
Gwendolyn, calm down. We don't know what this is yet. How close is this figure at this point?
50 yards or so, closing.
Okay. Lew's gonna yell out, "If you be friend, identify yourself."
If you be friend, identify yourself!
We asked first!
Just kill it already.
I'm going back to bed. You woke me up for nothing.
Who are you? What business do you have coming up in our rear?
At this point, maybe 25 yards away, and you can see the figure, kind of a furbolg, but looks a little bit different.
Looks kind of like Raven.
I don't care what looks like. Kill it.
It looks kind of like a purple, but, a little different.
Walks to the edge of the boat.
Well,
Hello out there.
that's it. And Gwendolyn's turning around and firing the ancient arrow at it.
I was the monk, because I was trying to catch it in midair.
I
like
12.
Perfect. Can I kick Gwendolyn off the boat?
Llew is going to grab the bow and try to pull it from Gwendolyn's hand.
As he does, the arrow shoots down into the water and then comes flying back and hits Gwendolyn in the head as her arms are restrained.
Sorry about that. One of us.
Control yourself.
Sorry about that. One of us is more of a loose cannon than the others.
Is it? Oh, that was the blokes from Finland.
Finland?
Oh, Finland.
Oh, Fallen, my bad.
Wait a minute.
Yes. Wait a moment.
Who goes there?
Who are you?
Just about now, they're coming up almost even with the rear of the ship. And you can see a water genasi that you recognize as Rainley.
Ah, yes, Rainley.
What are y'all doing here?
Oh, we're making our way to New Hylyr.
Gwendolyn, this is a friend. No more shooting. Do you understand?
She continues to stare forward and doesn't respond.
Alright, I'm just gonna take her ball away.
She would like to stab Llew in the arm.
Raven would like to pick her up again!
You can try to stab in the arm.
Do chaos.
Make a strength check.
Fucking damn it.
Strength.
24.
Make an attack roll.
20.
Yes.
3. 5 piercing damage.
As Llew pulls the bow away from Gwendolyn, she pushes him back, pulling her dagger and slicing at his arm. And almost at the time her dagger, as at the end of it, her swing, he put to sleep with a 23.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I just put her in the water now?
No, we're here to
She falls down face first on the deck of this black boat.
Ah, what the fuck?
Remember these keep around.
Come here.
Fuck.
I'm here. Real quick.
You both seem like you have a lot going on. I think maybe you best keep moving on.
No, it's fine.
No,
He was the only issue.
I'm sorry, Rainley. This is terribly embarrassing. This will be dealt with. Does anyone have any rope?
Raven starts using
Krohl does.
healing word or maybe healing hands.
Krohl would like to tie up Gwendolyn.
Like, you gotta say it in character. Oh, does anyone have some rope?
Yeah, I got some on my back.
Would you please restrain Gwendolyn?
No problem.
Come here, Prince. She starts using cure wounds on Llew.
It's just a scratch. It's nothing to trifle with.
No, just come here.
Very well.
Rainley's going to pick up his board and hop onto the side of the boat. Whew! Oh, been at it all day. Was just up at a convention.
What's a convention?
A bunch of us waters and Aussie get together up the river. We dig a big pit and then kind of get this water flow. Surf on it.
What's surfing?
That sounds quite fun.
What's this? And he kind of like motions to the board he was on.
You surf on a piece. You ride on the water on a piece of wood. Fascinating.
To be fair, we're kind of riding on a bunch of pieces of wood, so...
Yes, there are some that engage in this hobby off of the coast of Westport. I go down to the beach and watch them from time to time. It's quite interesting.
She picks up the piece of wood and starts just looking at it.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how it works. So what are y'all doing?
We are headed to New Hylyr on official business.
Official business. Huh? Fancy schmancy kind of stuff?
Well, I wouldn't quite put it that way, but I suppose so.
Well, if you let me camp out here for the night, I can give you a little boost in the morning.
Ah, sounds like fun. Yeah, you should show me how to do that surfing thing.
That does seem advisable, especially since our navigator has been
Decommissioned.
incapacitated.
He's in the boat.
But yes, we have plenty of space and some spare rations and a bit of drink if you desire.
That all sounds great.
I think that you're the first one of you that I've ever seen before.
First one of the water genasi.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm terribly sorry. Where are my manners? This is Raven. I believe you have not met her before. Raven, this is Rentel. He assisted us earlier in our journey.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. She holds down a really big hand.
Well, you the same.
And, Rentel, I don't believe you've met Rackle as well. He has joined us recently.
I see. Gone quite big, eh?
I suppose so. Bigger than I even expected. Did Raven cast Cure Wounds, by the way?
Yeah, just heal yourself back up to full. It's fine. Okay?
Okay.
I took enough. It's not like a battlefield setting, so I'm just gonna say
If it's gonna be
We're
more
good.
than 5, I'm good, so.
it's gonna be more than 5. 5 is like the base.
Okay, yeah, then I'm fine.
Well, I think I'm gonna hit the hay for the night.
Oh, good night, I guess.
Yes, let's all grab a few hours of sleep before the morning. I suppose the river will carry us in generally the right direction.
Don't worry, I'll be keeping watch anyway.
Do you know how to sail, Krohl?
It's very good of you, Krohl. Very good.
Ain't got much choice, I can't sleep. But it's fine.
I guess just wake us up if anything weird happens again.
Don't worry.
Krohl fully intends to try and steer the boat if it starts going on course.
Ah!
Without saying anything.
Oh, I can figure this. I can figure this
wanted
boat
to
thing
try
out.
to begin with, and he's kind of like, let's go.
Always
He's
Santiana.
using a full
Come on.
River up and away
Long as sleep
we'll
lasts
go
for.
along the plains of Mexico.
As long as he says
River
he's...
up and away we'll go away.
That sounds alright.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
We're gonna have to deal with Queen Bitch again.
But she's restrained, hopefully.
Or she'll revert back to Ben and be very confused about why he's tied up.
Good heavens, why am I tied up?
Because you're a bitch.
Listen, I haven't done anything wrong. Why am I tied up?
1 minute.
1 minute?
Wait, what? Fuck's sake.
Nobody's getting any sleep tonight.
You are restrained, however.
Yeah. Gwendolyn wakes up and realizes she's restrained and is going to turn into a goblin and kind of like claw his way out of there.
Make a, I guess just general dexterity.
Gob-Ben.
Take a gob roll.
17.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Would you mind staying in this form all night?
What?
Would you mind staying in this form all night? We just had to deal with an alter ego of yours who was very unpleasant.
Which one?
Gwendolyn, the pirate lady.
Oh.
She's a bitch and a half.
She's a bitch.
Exactly. See, I knew I liked you.
Yeah, she probably used me. I'm just Ben. I just look and sound different because I'm a goblin.
Yeah, we really don't want her back.
Wait, you're like Ben?
Oh, hey, Sylpher.
You just look different. But why is Gwendolyn like different, man?
Strong personality.
Living in Split.
I didn't do it, Gwendolyn.
Oh my god.
The Gwendolyn made me do it.
Fuck me.
Anyways, what's up? What are we doing?
Everyone else is catching some Z's. I'm posting up for the night, keeping watch.
Well, I'm trying to catch some Z's.
Oh, hi, Rackle.
Evening.
Yes, Ben, just go to sleep. We will reconvene in the morning.
Why do you have my bow next to you?
Because you were very irresponsible with it, and so I am keeping it.
I'd like it back.
You can have it back in the morning when you have demonstrated that you can control yourself.
I've worked with you for months. Years.
Are you telling me you're going to argue with your liege?
I'm not gonna argue, I'm just confused why he doesn't trust me.
Because you just tried to kill someone.
Because
I would never do it.
Because I am going to sleep, and I do not trust that you will not once again become Gwendolyn in the night and try to murder someone.
Well, why don't you give the bow to me? I'll be awake all night.
That is a great idea. Krohl, hang on to this until the morning.
No problem.
Fine, whatever. And he kind of like toddles over to the front of the ship and just kind of like sits with his legs kicking in the water, humming to himself.
Sylpher's gonna kind of walk over and curl up next to Gob-Ben.
Gob-Ben.
Gabagoo.
Gob-Ben's a great name.
And
Technically speaking, his name is just Ben.
the night goes by rather uneventfully.
As soon as morning hits, Krohl wakes everyone up.
Rise and shine, sleepyheads. The sun's arising. I'm pretty sure we're nearly there.
So everybody's waking up. Morning, everyone. All right. Well, what do you say? We get moving.
Rainley, when did you get here?
Oh, you're Ben again.
Ben, I almost killed you. You turned into Gwendolyn and I almost killed you.
And I'm not surprised.
No hard feelings, I promise.
None taken.
Oh, what a night. Ben. Oh, Ben. Oh, you're Ben.
Yes, my liege. Good morning.
Oh, what a relief. Ben, I believe that you really do need to contain Gwendolyn.
Listen, strong personalities can sometimes come up. I don't really have control when that happens. But weaker personalities, most of them just being me still, and they shifts back into the goblin, are easy. I can do this whenever I want. And then goes back to normal Ben.
I prefer Gobbly Ben over a lot of your personalities, I'll tell ya.
Whatever. Regardless, where are we?
As the sun rises on the horizon, all of the water is tinted with gold, and the sand on either side of the shore is reflecting nicely. You know, there's some small, like, little hills on either side of the river and some trees. There's, like, no real distinguishable landmarks as far as towns or anything like that you see.
Okay, so we haven't made it to the town between us and New Hylyr then.
Or we sailed past it in the night.
I feel like Krohl would have noticed.
I'm
asking
just-
for history checks.
Okay. What a 12.
With a 12, Kroll doesn't remember passing in town.
Well, we're definitely not to New Hylyr yet. According to the map, we still have a town we need to pass before we make our way there.
We got quite a ways to go, but don't worry, we'll get going here soon. Rentel is kind of making his way to the back of the ship as he takes control of the pole, lifts it out of the water, and then as he pushes it back in, it's like a jet stream behind you, and the front of the boat picks up a little bit. All of the horses step back a little bit.
Raven throws up over the side of the ship.
Well, that was lovely.
Yeah, we should pick up our pace now. We'll get there a lot quicker.
Sounds excellent.
All right, let's get a perception check from anybody who wants.
You know what?
8.
No, I'm not seeing anything.
A 16. The girl who's fucking vomiting over the side of the ship can see better than everybody who's fine.
Vomiting the whole day.
She vomited once and then she's just hanging over the side of the ship like, motion sickness.
As the day goes by, everyone is bunkered down, just hanging on as you're flying down this river. A little ways before noon, Raven, whose head is off the front of the boat and is just laying there all dizzy, notices a small town that you guys pass, and
Land hope.
Land everywhere, right on the river.
Do you have to puke directly in our path?
Motion sickness.
Oh, well, I hope they don't take this as part of the payment for the rental.
Llew, I need you to do a survival check.
And when he was needed most, he vanished.
3.
With a 3,
We're fucking dead.
He falls off the boat
the day
into the
goes
puke-ridden
by,
water.
Llew loses his footing at one point and slides towards the back of the ship. Not quite going off, but his legs dip in. Rainley slows down a little bit and helps you on board. However, in getting back on board and taking note of all of your soggy clothes and your bag, you notice that the rental agreement between you and the shack has been heavily damaged, and you can't really make much out of it anymore.
Well, I hope this isn't an issue.
Are you gonna pay for it?
Well, that looks like a bit of an issue.
Only if the deposit is not honored.
Well, perhaps we can make some sort of arrangement. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement.
You always sell Gwendolyn off to a whorehouse.
Does anybody... Excuse me? Does anybody...
We're not selling Ben over to a whorehouse. You leave him alone.
Does anybody have mending? Mending could possibly fix it.
If I have mending, I would have mended myself at this point.
I don't think that would work quite that way, unfortunately.
Bring it here. Bring it here.
Yeah,
look at all
none
her.
of Krohl's
Bring it
spells
here.
involve
Bring it here.
helping anything heal at all.
Except himself.
Oh yeah, Ben's gonna use Cure Wounds on himself.
Not
Is
with
anybody
his, not
going
with,
to
like,
bring the
actual
rental
blood
agreement
from
over to Raven?
Like,
his
you said nothing
Why?
that you do
Oh.
heals anything.
I
But
should
she said to bring it.
none of his spells is what I meant. But.
Here, Raven, I suppose you can look at it if you'd like.
And she casts mending on it.
Repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, blah, blah, blah. As long as it's no longer than a foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace of former damage. It cannot physically repair a magic item or construct. Or, sorry, it can, but it can't restore the magic.
Well, a piece of paper technically is not a foot long either way, I think.
I would leave it to the DM.
Give me wisdom. Save.
He asked for Converse and he got Crocs.
With an 8, the mending is able to repair the bits that were soggy. However, most of the ink that was damaged is not able to be replaced.
Well, I tried my best.
That's all we can ask for.
I mean, how many contracts? It must look like other contracts that they have. It's recognizable enough, I would assume.
Well, the guy at the place did seem a little snooty, so who knows what's
If he
gonna
doesn't
happen.
take it, we'll feed it the contract to him.
Did he eat it? All of it in one bite. No drink.
I'm sure it will be fine.
Of course.
And the day continues. Other than that event, not a ton going on. Everyone's kind of just bunkered down.
Hello, everybody. This is Harrison.
Hey everybody, RJ here. I hope you're enjoying this episode of Realms and Nerds.
If you're not already, please subscribe to the show and turn on notifications so you don't miss any episodes.
It's available on pretty much every platform out there, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Once you're subscribed, consider sharing the show with a friend. Word of mouth is the best way to help us grow.
Thank you so much to our friend Kyle for composing the melody of our main theme. And of course,
as always, thank you for listening. We appreciate all of you, and we're so grateful to have your support. Now, back to the action.
It's getting late now, and as the sun is setting, Rainley slows down a little bit, and in the distance you can see some stonework.
Oh, what is this up ahead? City, perhaps?
Ah, we're almost to New Hylyr. Should be there by morning.
Excellent, excellent.
These are the statues of old.
What? The statues of old.
What do these statues look like?
Old?
Why don't we get, give me perception and history.
They look
Can I
like
do a
the
dong
DVD
check?
cases
Oh, what?
to the
Can I do a dong check?
movie Old?
Oh, that's a 26.
For what?
Perception. Sheesh. Can't help it if I'm good.
Don't even worry about it.
I would like to know.
The audience is at home with
Alright, what are we doing? Perception checks? Sure.
The audience at home would like to
Hey.
know what you have rolled.
Better than my last perception check at 4.
I'm not going to do a history check because I don't think Krohl would know much about this side of the continent.
Yes. Never mind. 9.
Oh, my perception was 4, and my history was 11.
I'm not even gonna roll because Raven has been in the woods her entire life. She doesn't know anything about fucking stone carving. And none of her people know about stone carving. Because they don't leave the fucking woods.
You all note as you are getting closer, these look to be like a series of 3 statues, each one separated from the other by about a quarter mile. And they're carved into large stones that tower above the river. Llew misses out on a certain level of their true craftsmanship. However, the rest of you note that even in their age, they are of superior craftsmanship and have been well maintained. And as you're passing, Rackle says to Llew, "This here is the statue of Krohl the Drow, one of the original builders."
The builders that we took whose road we took?
Indeed.
That's crazy.
Huh. Rich with history.
Weird.
That is very interesting.
So, original builders. He didn't happen to build this statue, did he?
This came in the Second Age, as far as I'm aware. And this next one is Tuanor, the Wood Elf.
To what?
And what's their significance?
They also were one of the builders. One of the 3 elves.
My assumption is that they're all statues of the builders, Krohl.
Let's see, we got Drow, we got ourselves a Wood Elf. Would it be safe to assume the last one's a High Elf?
Very astute. Ashnar.
Interesting.
Though I'm afraid Hylyr has fallen somewhat since the builders left. Indeed, it's a well-maintained place, much history and all, but their courts are even snootier than that of Carvama.
That's pretty snooty.
Carvana?
The forest of Harsel, there where the elves reside.
Elves.
What is wrong with elves? I feel, generally speaking, of the races that the elves would probably be one of the ones you would be
They're way the fuck up there. Okay.
more
They're in Harsel.
in tune with, as
Listen.
they tend to live in harmony with nature.
Listen, they're way too hippy-dippy.
Well, I can't say I have much love for my own race, but
Oh, except for you. Except for you. You're one of the good ones.
Yes, it's the half-elves. We're the ones who rule Hylyr now.
Oh, goody. They must be at least amicable to discussions from, other peoples. They are a port city, after all. They must do lots of trade and all that.
Well, of course, we're going there for a council, almost entirely devoted to communication.
It's very nice to hear news of back home, how things are progressively, derailing. Well, I say we sail through the night again.
Are you gonna steer again?
Why not?
Well, you did a good.
Sleep.
You did a good time last time.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome,
Mighty
sir.
kind of you.
I'm only telling the truth.
Right, well, did she say something about a drink then? I guess my watch is over.
Yes, we have drink. For sure, let us have a few drinks. I'm sure that we can indulge a bit before we get to the port in the morning.
Pour some mugs off the keg when Fred's back. And everybody enjoys a couple of drinks and settles down for the night. As you're settling down, you can see after these statues, it's almost like a canyon. There's some larger stone walls on either side, and then kind of just larger rocks and sandy dunes, some tall grasses and whatnot as you're falling asleep. Krohl, as he is pushing the boat downstream, taking in this nice scenery, in the distance he sees a stone wall of flowing stonework and good craftsmanship, and wakes the rest of the party.
Hey, everybody get up! He starts stomping his feet on the deck. We're here!
It's still dark out, but you can see the light. You can see the wall lit up by torchlight.
I see. Krohl, it is the middle of the night. Couldn't it wait until morning?
Well, we're kind of at the wall of New Hylyr, so I would have figured you'd want to be awake.
Not until the morning.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, I suppose I should be awake when we dock.
Yes, there's plenty of history to take in, my boy.
Actually, I'm more concerned with the fact that our little contract got a little soggy.
I'm sure it will be fine. Proceed on, Krohl.
As you approach the wall, you see a metal gate blocking the stream.
Oh, and good fortune! May we enter?
Who goes there?
The name's Krohl, and I have with me Prince Llew.
What is he?
What do you mean, what am I? I'm a fucking dragonborn. What do I look like?
Who are these people? Elf, who are they? Dear cousins, these are my fellow travelers. We are here for the Anki Crystal Council.
Anki Kong.
Very well.
Raise the gate.
What did I tell you? This place is as pretentious as it gets.
It's a little wonky, I'd say.
Yeah.
I still think it could have waited until morning.
Don't get over yourself.
Llew, prepare yourself.
Yes, I am awake. I'm ready.
And the gate rises as you flow under a stone wall, and on the other side, you can see a rather large city. You start to see these small canals that kind of come off of this river and branch out throughout the city, almost like you're at the top of a hill right now coming down, and you can see large stone towers with similar craftsmanship to that, just the exterior wall, very old and well crafted.
And Raven feels more homesick than she ever has.
As you make your way down, you move through what is, more of like a residential area, and then into what seems to be more of a commerce area when streets are awake. And finally, you kind of come down on a business sector as you get closer and closer to the shore. And about this time, the sun is rising, and you note as you're coming down a sign on the side of the river that matches that of the one in Suma.
Krohl, I believe that is where we need to dock. Right over there by that sign. That's the same one that we saw before.
Yep, getting right on it.
You need some help, Krohl?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer. We pull up.
And as you do, you dock this boat and step ashore, guiding your horses off, and there's a small shack just down the street from where the dock is.
Krohl makes his way that direction after he ties up the boat.
Rackle is also going to walk over there.
Llew as well, yeah, because he
Got some
signed for
explaining
this.
to do.
Raven is going to be acting as another one of Lew's bodyguards in this place right now, so she's going to be walking right beside him too.
Alright. As verbal can.
I suppose so, until somebody is weird with it, and then she might turn into an elf.
Turn into a tiger.
Hold a diver!
Lou's strutting around. Look at me. I got a pet tiger. What are you gonna do about it?
I'd just be dope if I had a tiger.
And
And we'll walk up and, do the old...
I got a tiger with me. What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
and there's no response.
Krohl.
Alright, is anyone in there?
Raven, in perfect Elvish, asks, "Hey, is anybody in there?"
A few moments later, the window half opens and you see someone looking out. What's the meaning of waking me up so early?
Oh, jeez.
From a distance.
That's what I said.
It's the fucking guy from the Wizard of Oz at the
Nobody
gates
gets
of
in
the
to see the wizard. No way, no how.
Apologies. We have docked quite early, but we have pressing business and we need to settle up our charter and get on our way.
Paperwork.
I'll hand him the bundle of paperwork.
Well, this, won't do. I can take the vessel, of course.
Republic credits will do nice.
Where's charm person when I need it?
But what do you mean they won't do?
Well, I have no written agreement here. Indeed, it has our crest, and I see the signature of the representative in Suma. However, it looks as though it was never completed.
What do you mean never completed?
I signed that bitch like 4 times.
And he's going to motion to different areas on the page that are damaged and washed away.
You don't need to see our paperwork. I don't need to see your paperwork.
Llew, may I try?
Listen, either you're gonna try or I'm gonna stick my hand into this box and get violent.
Raven, calm yourself. Yes, Rackle, please.
Sorry, sir. Of course, perhaps there's some sort of an arrangement we can come to. I understand that perhaps not the whole amount. What do you say? 70 in return. Oh, that's still far too high, without proper documentation.
How did we get the frickin' boat if we don't have documentation?
Krohl walks over to Raven, gently grabs her by the arm and kind of steers her away. Like,
Let the business people handle this. We're just the bodyguards, right?
maybe we stole the
It's
boat.
not our purview. We need to let them deal with it. Just take a breath. You're out of the woods.
Give us the money, you'll never see your boat again.
Now, see...
Fucking burn the goddamn thing down.
Now, see here. We paid for this charter and a deposit, a quite hefty deposit, I might add. We were assured in good faith that we would receive the money back when we returned to the boat. What seems to be the issue?
As Llew was speaking his mind, you hear Rackle just reach behind him and just pluck a few chords on his guitar.
I'd like to speak with your manager.
And
Gwendolyn comes out.
he's going to say, I can give you 150 back.
150 would be acceptable. Not quite the full amount, but I'm willing to accept a small bit of a usage fee.
Take him to court. Sue his ass. Get your money's worth and then some. Fuck's sake.
Well, just be more careful next time.
You are right. Several of my crewmates were not accustomed to traveling on the seas. It is perhaps a mess, so to speak.
Yes. Have a good day.
Yes, thank you, sir. I appreciate your,
And he's going to start to close the window.
Yes, thank you.
See, Raven, they got it all sorted out.
Fucking assholes. I hate Sorry. I hate snooty elves.
Oh, don't we all?
Now then, where is this meeting taking place? And when exactly?
Well, I suppose our first stop should be the palace. Or, I'm sorry, the Representatives' Hall.
I suppose so. I would have liked to have a shower beforehand, but I suppose the rigors of travel will be understood.
Yes, I doubt we're the last ones to show up for the council.
Yes. Ben.
Yes, my liege.
Will you be able to contain yourself as Ben in these proceedings?
What?
So distrustful, man.
I mean, no disrespect, but we are entering an area of political intrigue, and the other, shall we call them alter egos of yourself, specifically Gwendolyn, might be somewhat abrasive in this particular company. I just need your assurance that you will be able to contain yourself.
Yes, my liege, I shall be quite able to contain myself, if it pleases His Majesty.
Very well then. We shall proceed to the castle then.
Representatives Hall, yes. Follow me.
Yes, the Representatives Hall. Yes, very well. Yes, lead the way.
Who would like to do a perception check? Perception check. Perception check.
That's a
Never mind,
25.
Krohl wouldn't. That's a 3. Too much hustle and bustle. He doesn't know what to look at.
25.
As you make your way through the city, this is, like I said, a business district with large 2-3-story buildings set up, each one with intricate sign work, and everything about the building is excessively maintained and also of, exceptional craftsmanship. And you make your way through following a canal for a little ways that leads you towards kind of a central area in this district. And you find your way to a large building with almost sitting on top of a pedestal with a bunch of steps on each side of it and some large pillars out front. Here we are.
All right.
Fancy schmancy. Kind of reminds me of the temples back home.
Indeed. Well, I need to report to the Karvama Council. I'm sure that you have news for your father, and the people inside should be quite friendly.
Rackle, do you think that anybody knows what happened to my family here?
It's possible.
Should I go asking around?
I don't think that the people would know. Perhaps inside, much information is divulged.
Oh, okay.
All right then, Rackle. I bid you success on your reports, and meet us back here later then.
Very well, very well.
For the rest of you, I would caution you. This is a city that appears to have quite a few elves within it, and I would remind you that elves have very long memories, so...
You ain't gotta tell me about it. Been an elf or two in the temples of Bahamut, and they don't let things go. Let me tell you what.
Yes, indeed. Be on your best behaviors.
We have a weird obsession with loincloths, too.
I never understood that.
Be on your best behaviors, because the impressions that are created now might hold for a very long time. So just
Well spoke. Well spoke.
keep yourselves in check. With that said, I suppose in we go. And Lew's gonna walk up towards the door.
Upon opening these large wooden doors with a nice curved arch at the top, you see a foyer in front of you, and a few half-elves are kind of by a desk. And as you walk in, one behind the desk turns. How might we help you?
Yes. My name is Llew Westaryn, the Prince of Westport. I am here for the council.
Very well. The council, we're still waiting on the prime representative from the caves. It will be at least a week until he's here from our reports. Would you like to speak with anyone?
Well, if there is anyone that could catch us up on anything that we might have missed during our travels, we have had quite a journey to get here and missed out on the current news. If anyone has anything pressing that we might need to be aware of, that would be ideal. Otherwise, I don't see any need.
Well, I believe most matters will be addressed during the council meeting. There are a few reports that you could look through if you want. However, if you'd like, I can arrange for a meeting later this morning with your father.
My father is here.
Well, he's not here.
Then,
So how is he able to talk to him then?
how am I to meet with him?
Good Prince, he gestures to another half-elf standing on the counter. We will guide you to the chamber, and you'll see for yourself.
Oh, all right then. Very, very well. Lead the way.
I'm scared. Give me one more perception check, please.
Come on. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Motherfucker. I told you I wasted all the good rolls on nothing at the beginning of the
He
session.
only ever gets one or two good.
Alright, 7.
With a 7, you see behind this counter there's another set of large doors that you assume lead to some sort of chamber. And on either side of this foyer, there's 2 hallways. You get led down the left one. There's a number of doors that you pass along your way. You get led a good ways down this hallway. About halfway you can see towards the end there's some 2 more rooms. And these doors get opened, and inside this room, it's a large room with a domed ceiling, circular walls, kind of like a silo almost. And in the middle, well, kind of pushed back towards one of the walls a little bit, there's a crystal about the size of a football with a slight orangish clear hue to it, sitting on a pedestal. The representative walks over, places their hand on the pedestal, and you see it kind of light up a little bit and then dim back down, and they turn and say, "They've been notified." He's going to kind of motion towards the back of the room, kind of the other side from the crystals. There's a few chairs and whatnot that you can take a seat, and they're going to exit the room.
Okay, I guess Llew sits down.
After being seated for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, suddenly the crystal lights back up again, and you see almost like shining light through the bottom of a crystal and it shooting light up, a holographic picture of the bust of your father, and you hear his booming voice.
Llew, my son!
Ah, Father, hello!
It's great to see you, hear your voice.
Yes, you as well.
I got your report. It sounds your travels have been quite eventful yet. How are you?
Good. Yes, I am doing well. Things are progressing fairly well. We obviously have reached New Hylyr, as I suppose you have gathered from this.
Indeed. What news since your last message?
Well, there is definitely a threat growing. We, not a few days ago, helped Duga to quell a goblin attack.
No, we haven't had any contact with the people for some time. Didn't even know that they were still around.
They are indeed very much, and apparently quite a flourishing and prosperous nation. They have quite the formidable army. The goblins had begun to surface. We came upon a farm where they had broken through, and while investigating, we became involved in the situation.
Very interesting. What an adventure you've had.
Yes, indeed, Father. I have played my part, so to speak. My companions have helped immensely in this sort of a mission that I have taken on. Our numbers have grown, in fact. We have added 2 more, a furbog named Raven, and a elven bard named Rackle.
And what of your cousin? I thought Ajax said he sent her off with you.
Yes, Sana is with us as well. I believe I included that in my last letter to you.
Of course. Now, these Dugos, you say they have some force?
It would appear so. I did not have a chance to inspect their full numbers, but from what I gather, they have a fairly formidable army that has been gathered.
Interesting.
The Dugars, as I'm sure you know from the lore that has trickled up to the surface, are quite the secretive group, and so their full numbers they would not reveal to me. However, I gathered just from my analysis that they have a fairly formidable host of warriors that has been formed. It seems that they are currently occupied with this goblin incursion, but once it is quelled, I do not know what they will do after that.
Perhaps an ally in the future?
I would hope so. I think that in my dealings with them, I have represented our country well, I would hope. There's definitely no ill will. Their culture is one that is hard to read. It is shrouded in mystery, and their customs are unfamiliar to me, but I believe that at the very least I did no harm, but at the most I may have made some headway in advancing relationships.
Very good. Well, you should speak on this when the council meets.
Indeed. And, Father, do you know any more of what has gone on? I mean, we have seen much in our travels, but as far as the broader issue is concerned, we are blissfully ignorant. It is, news on the road is not quite as forthcoming as it is in the court.
Of course. Well, rumors continue to trickle in from across the world of differing attacks and this and that. The council, of course, has been called. Everyone is working to lay the groundwork so that we all may meet. However, the only big news has been that of Lokima. We've lost word, and the messenger that was sent from Anki has been neutralized in some way. They say they've lost contact with him.
That is concerning.
Indeed. They are some of our easternmost allies.
Yes, I am well aware. Well, at this point it appears that it will be at the very least several days, perhaps even a week until the council convenes. I will, for the time being, stay in New Hylyr and await the council. After we have had our meeting, I will contact you again and let you know of any news that develops.
Well, I'll be present for the council as well. I'll see you then. And, Llew, don't go soft in this next week. I want you to train hard.
Oh, you are coming for the council then?
That's what he just said.
Sorry, man, I was busy with my blunt. What?
I will be present in the form of like this.
Yes.
It's a Zoom meeting.
Yes, Forgive me, Father. This has been something of a revelation for me. I was not aware of that this technology, this ability existed. But, yes, very well then. I shall continue to hone my skills, and I will be ready to represent us well in the council.
That's my boy. Well, for now, I'm sure you've been traveling hard. Go get some rest.
Yes, thank you, Father. I will talk with you soon.
You see the light kind of start to fade and then reside into the crystal.
What an interesting technology. Who would have thought?
The shadow would have.
Well, yeah, he knows.
Alright, the chamber is silent and empty. Except for you.
Yeah, Lew's gonna gather himself and then leave the chamber.
As you open the door, you find the representative standing outside. Was it a good conversation, sir?
It's none of your goddamn business.
Yes, thank you. Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, I just have much to think on.
Of course. Well, we can lead you out. Perhaps you'd like to find some accommodations. You can return and give us the location of your residence while you're waiting, and we will have a message sent out when the council is ready.
That sounds wonderful, thank you. Good day to you.
Good day.
Alright, everyone, I have news.
Anything to do with Remore?
Yes, maybe? I don't... I hope so. The council... We have about a week that we need to stay here. We need to find some lodging. Apparently they are not quite ready to convene yet.
Oh, okay. Well, you never know. Maybe someone in town knows a thing or two. Rumors do tend to spread where people tend to gather.
Yes. It feels somewhat inconvenient to me as well. I was hoping to find out more in my trip to the, I guess, not palace. I'm not quite clear. Rackle made it seem like there was something different going on here. I'm not quite...
I said it's a representative building.
Yes, the representative... But I'm not quite clear of the...
How was your meeting with your father?
Motive. Yes, the meeting was productive, I suppose. This technology is something that is completely new to me.
Perhaps I can explain it to you more sometime.
Yes, that would be wonderful. regardless, the main point of the matter is we have about a week until the meeting will actually commence. We're waiting on a representative to arrive. So until that point, I suppose we train, we drink a little bit, and
play lots and lots of games at the pub.
Whatever entertains you. However, if I might suggest, I know it's a bit early, but it's been a long journey, and since we don't have anything to do for a whole week, perhaps a trip to the nearest pub is in order.
Oh, okay.
What a wonderful idea. Get some breakfast.
Oh, I could do with some eggs and a cuppa.
Eggs, yes. A drink, maybe more. I'm quite uncertain about the future, and I need to clear my head.
Oh, no. I was talking about some tea, Lou. Some tea.
Tea? You can drink tea. That's fine.
Alright. Party is off in search of something.
Ben is looking for the location that Sana told them to meet.
For McFinley's?
Yes.
Alright.
Thanks. I couldn't remember the name, but Ben sure as hell would.
Are you gonna, mention that to the rest of the group?
Yeah, this is gonna be an OOC or
off on your own?
No.
No, I don't think I will.
They can follow them if they want, but
Alright, where do you think you're going?
where we were told.
Oh, you mean McFinley's?
Oh, where Sauna told us to go.
Sounds like a pub, maybe. Couldn't hurt to check out. Though I think she said to call her Sarah when we got there or something?
Yes. Do you know where this McFinley's is, Ben?
No, but I am going to find it. Good day.
Is there people nearby?
Yeah.
Well, I think I remember where Finley's is.
Rackle with the win again.
Oh, you do?
Rackle,
Alright then, Rackle.
You can always ask him.
Alright then, Rackle, lead the way.
You guys head towards the edge of this business district, towards kind of more of the shop area, the commerce area. And on a large main street at the corner of the intersection is a large 3-story tavern with a big sign out front that says McFinley's.
Well, this looks like the place to be.
Well, yes, it does have a sign that says McFinley's.
I mean, it looks entertaining.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Krohl. Yes, let's go in.
I think you need some sleep, my friend.
Oh,
Been a long day.
I need a few drinks and then some sleep. Alright, we go in.
You go in and there's a sign that says, "Please seat yourselves."
Sounds good.
Krohl just finds the nearest table and... Boy, actually no, Krohl doesn't do that because he knows we're here looking for Sarah. Can I do a perception check to see if I see her?
Do a perception check of the room.
I have a 15.
With 15, Krohl sees a large open floor. There are booths along the outside, a bar at the back wall, a staircase going up one side, and a number of tables kind of sitting in the middle of the room, kind of like an L shape. And he sees a few patrons at some of the booths and tables. The early morning, people kind of just having a cup of joe and, eating, talking. And you see a bartender and a waitress.
Kroll's gonna walk up to the bar to talk to the bartender.
Oh, how are ya?
Oh, welcome.
I'm looking for a couple drinks for my friends, and I've told to meet another friend of mine here. She goes by the name Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. He points at a woman standing next to him.
Oh, hey Sarah.
How do you do?
Pretty good. We got here just like you told us to.
That's a strange thing to say, traveler. What could we get you this morning?
Well, pretty sure Llew over there, the prince, is looking for a couple drinks before he hits the hay. Do you happen to have lodging here?
Of course.
Excellent, excellent. We'd like a few rooms.
Well, why don't you take a seat and we'll get you all sorted out.
Sounds good. And he sits at the bar.
Well, that was fucking weird.
I'll go sit next to Krohl.
Krohl leans over to Llew. Hey, I think Sarah's trying to keep a low profile. She's acting like she doesn't know me. I will laugh my ass off if this is the wrong Sarah. Drag her off on some adventure. Just no idea what we're doing.
So they come back, and as everyone else takes a seat at the bar, sets a drink down, says, "I'll be your server, Sarah." And almost as she says it to you, each one of you recognizes before her denoting herself to you, appeared almost as a heavier set woman, and almost upon hearing the name, you can make out the face and the voice of Sana. Is there anything that I could interest you in other than beer?
I got a hankering for some meat. What kind of options you got around here in the morning?
Well, got a little mutton left from last night. Perhaps some chickens?
Krohl, calm yourself.
I will gladly eat chicken.
What do you have for a nice druid like me?
Krohl, the chicken is already dead. Calm down.
He starts going through breathing exercises.
Well, we could get you some tea or something. Perhaps you'd like... I don't know, what do you eat?
Acorns.
Bacon, eggs, and a fortified ale for me.
I'll have what he's having. And a cuppa.
For you, soldier?
Oh, do you happen to have any trust in stock? It seems to be short on supply.
It's a weird request. Nope. Any food for you?
I'll take a humble pie.
Yes, and I bet the prince would like one as well. I shall have a glass of water, and, I suppose a couple of poached eggs.
Very well. She gets you all drinks and then comes back a little bit later with some plates. And here you go. I see you've got a falconry band on. Are you a bird keeper?
As a matter of fact...
As a matter of fact, I'd like to be. Well, my bird's kind of an asshole.
Yes, I am. But, my bird is somewhat temperamental. She tends to come and go as she pleases.
Interesting. Well, you should check out Oxford Feather and Falconry. I hear that he does great work.
Yes, I shall pay them a visit later today, then.
And, you said you all were interested in some rooms?
Yes, it would appear that we shall be here at least a week.
Well, we can get you some kind of deal for your stay. Yeah, we'll settle up when you're finished.
Very well.
And with that, the party finishes eating and goes to the counter to pay. Well, I have here 2 rooms sufficient.
Yes, it should be more than sufficient.
$220 for the week.
Very well. I'll give her $220. At this rate, the lot of you will need to get jobs while we're here for a week.
What's a job?
Forest dwellers.
Well, you see, it's when you work in an establishment and they give you money for doing it.
You guys have to make money?
And here are your room keys. I hope you enjoy your stay at McFinley's.
I'm sure we will.
Yes, I am sure that we will.